Hi, I'm Jesse,
I'm May.
and you're watching
Seanlikesspaceships.
In 2005, noted lady pest and award-winning screenwriter Joss Whedon had some juice after creating two wildly successful television series with both Buffy the Vampire Slayer and its spin-off series Angel. So what did he do with that sort of pedigree? He looked over at his third baby, his ugly baby, the one no one loved because it was weird looking, and he said to himself, after I turn some pretty young woman's day into the worst experience of her life, I'm going to do something that hasn't been done since The Naked Gun. I'm going to take a television show no one watched and turn it into a big budget movie. Allegedly. And that's exactly what he did. Serenity is a full-length motion picture and a continuation of the series Firefly. Both names are awful, but it's not like you can name the show Space Rebels. Oh, wait a minute. Yes, you can. Firefly is Star Wars, but make Han Solo the lead character, and instead of flying around the galaxy with a giant space dog, cram that spaceship chock-a-block full with hot ladies and Alan Tudyk. As the kids 30 years ago used to say, I'm going to keep it real for you. I loved Firefly, and I loved Serenity. Like all good nerds, I was bummed out when Firefly was canceled. So when I heard they were making a Firefly movie, my sadness turned into skepticism. Why make a movie, I would ask out loud to literally no one. No one watched that show. Won't it be difficult for most people to understand? I would loudly shout into the void. But like a homeless lottery winner, this movie beat the odds. Serenity turned out to be great. Sure, it wasn't a massive success, but fans of the series loved it, and people with bad taste who had never watched the show were able to follow along just fine. Now it's modern day, and I've had a difficult time coming back to Firefly and Serenity because of all the, let's call it unpleasantness, allegedly. And I realize that a lot of my friends are like me. No, they don't hate the taste of asparagus and have an aversion to touching their eyeballs. They've stayed away from Serenity because, like me, they haven't yet separated the art from the artist. But having just watched Serenity, I'm starting to do just that. And Susan, if you're on the fence, maybe you can too. So this episode, I'm going to give you the top 10 reasons why you should rewatch Serenity, or maybe watch it for the first time. I don't keep tabs on your viewing habits. There's spoilers ahead, so don't be a sucky baby if you haven't seen it. Join me on this journey of self-discovery and mirth, won't you? Reason number one is Gina Torres. For years, I have railed against the fact that Hollywood keeps casting 100-pound actresses as total badasses. The fact of the matter is, no girl with an eating disorder is going to beat the hell out of a 350-pound dude. I don't care how mean a face she makes. I'm tough! But it is the exact opposite with Gina Torres as the character of Zoe. I have no problem believing she can beat the shit out of anybody. And she delivers lines so cold-blooded that they're instantly quotable.
Can't be right. Can't be thinking on revenge if we're gonna get through this.
Do you really think any of us are gonna get through this?
Well, I might.
Cold-blooded. She was a student of New York City's High School for Music and Arts, which tells me a couple of things. One, that she has always wanted to be an actress her entire life. And secondly, that her high school basketball team really sucked. Reason number two, there is a massively underappreciated villain played by Chiwetel Ejiofor. Nailed it. Who you probably remember best for his role as Strickland in Venom: The Last Dance.
Take him out. Collect the symbiote.
I'm currently at a Dutch angle because I'm talking about the villain. His character is simply known as the Operative, and he's the smart, lawful evil type. You know, you remember, you've seen the movie, probably.
Probably.
You know, after 15 years of watching Marvel movies, that definitely has a bit of a villain problem. It's just the perfect smack on the ass watching a movie like this. Yeah, that's what gets me going. What? I think you're weird.
Good to have you aboard. Bing!
Reason number 3, The Mandalorian has a lot of Serenity DNA in it. What, you don't believe me? Why don't you ever believe me? The Razor Crest. Serenity. See? Firefly took from Star Wars, so it's only fair that it goes the other way as well. But that's not the only comparison. The shot composition from Westerns, the way that characters interact with each other, even the way that the humor unfolds.
Come on, baby. Do the magic hand thing.
That's all kind of taken from Firefly. And after 21 years, you can totally see the DNA of Serenity in Mandalorian. And I love the first 2 seasons of Mandalorian. Say, Sean, there's 3 seasons of The Mandalorian. Yep. Reason number 4, everyone looks like babies. 20 years ago was a long time. And the only person on Earth who doesn't age these days is Weird Al Yankovic because of that pact he made with that witch. But we give him a pass because he's Weird Al Yankovic. And if you have a problem with Weird Al Yankovic, there's something wrong with you. Look, if I am one of the cast members of this movie, I show this movie to my kids and say, hey, look, that's how hot I used to be. Reason number 5. This is the last time we will ever get a good version of the show we love. Remember when they tried to bring back Heroes? Yikes. It rarely ever works when you bring back a movie or a TV show. The first time I can remember this happening from when I was a kid was when Different Strokes moved over to ABC. Oh, something was different, all right. Where's the crazy juxtaposition of 2 African-American children being raised by a wealthy old white guy and his daughter with questionable morals? Where's the snappy banter? And Gary Coleman must have been about 40 years old during that final season. And yes, I agree, I need more new references.
What you talking about, Willis?
Reason number 6, I have been using this movie as a reference measure for years now and I didn't even know it. Whenever I see a new sci-fi series or movie, I don't judge it based on the original Star Wars trilogy. My entire life has been based around the original Star Wars trilogy. It would be impossible to match up to it. What I actually measure it up to is this movie, which I saw as an adult. Let's take 2 past episodes of this dumb show and match it up against Serenity. Is Project Hail Mary better than Serenity? In my unhumble and completely correct opinion, no, Serenity is not better than Project Hail Mary. But is Serenity better than Predator Badlands? Yeah, it is. Reason number 7, unlike me, this movie has held up incredibly well for the last 20 years. Yes, some of the CGI has aged. It was made in 2005. To give you an idea of how long ago 2005 was, everyone still had MySpace pages. Only rich people owned smartphones, and Ray Lewis was on the cover of Madden 2005. Ray Lewis, who hasn't played football in over 13 years. Okay, nerds, you can come back now. We're done talking about sports. Reason number 8, there is no cool way to say this, so I'm going to say this in the nerdiest way possible. The space battles are glorious. You can understand where everyone is in relation to each other. You understand why everyone is doing what they're doing. And that last space battle is particularly sublime. Do you remember way back with reason number 1, I said that I think Gina Torres is awesome because she looks like somebody who can beat the shit out of a 350-pound dude? Reason number 9 is because River Tam is a 100-pound girl who is beating the shit out of everyone around her. And every character in that movie that isn't River Tam finds it disconcerting and weird. As they should. She's genetically enhanced. Finally, reason number 10. I remembered this movie having a lot of jokes in it, and many of those jokes not landing. But after having rewatched it, I was pleasantly surprised with how much of the jokes actually land. And as someone who is somewhat of an expert in jokes not landing, I found that refreshing. Joss Whedon has been accused of some shameful chicanery. That's a good name for a podcast, you're welcome. But I'm not going to bring any of his crap up here because I wasn't there. All I can do is separate the man from the work like I've had to do with countless others. If we were forced to watch movies and TV shows made by only good people, we'd be forced to watch nothing but Mr. Rogers, Dolly Parton, and Shaquille O'Neal. And Serenity? Yeah, it was made by a guy who's been banished to the nether realm with his piles of money and enough accomplishments to last for 3 lifetimes. Maybe he and Neil Gaiman can start a support group for great writers that treat women poorly. Allegedly. It's easy to think of Joss Whedon as humanity's answer to the dolphin. The work is good, even inspiring at times, but don't leave your daughter alone with him. As for the movie itself, it's both better and worse than I remembered. Good writing will always be good writing, but there's a reason why the idea of cowboys in space has never really caught on with the general audience, which is why I still haven't pitched my script called Vampire Robots Go to Clown College. You and me? Sure, we can handle it, but I don't think your average moviegoer is ready. In my dreams, the head of the clown college would be played by Daniel Day-Lewis. Hey, Danny, call me. Serenity is fun, doesn't insult your intelligence, and is the perfect example of what we thought looked cool in 2005. It's the perfect Saturday afternoon movie. Watch it, fall asleep on the couch, wake up, determine where you are in the movie, and then fall right back to sleep. Yeah, I know that's stereotypical dad shit. There's a reason why stereotypes exist in the first place, and I'm a dad. That's totally what I do. My name is Sean, and I like spaceships. And those are the 10 reasons why you should rewatch the movie Serenity. Boy, we've been on quite the journey together, you and I. We learned a little something about ourselves. We looked into the part of our bodies where our souls are supposed to be, and we came out knowing more. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed yourself. Bye-bye. Like and subscribe. Brilliant. No notes.